Tom, 3 times today.
Woodstock's that way, pal. Who's picking on you, lad?
Harvey.
Harvey? I've got one of those for you. My name is Harvey. Honestly, mate, you look sterling.
People going here, people going there.
One of the things I kind of get from the film with like the early 80s and skinheads is real kind of unified youth movement that people can belong to.
I'd love to be able to have that sort of gang, and you know, I'm sure people who are in the skinhead era still have that now.
When Shane first told me about the film, I mean, and he mentioned black skinhead, I was like, what? I've never ever heard of a black skinhead before.
They were so tight. Like, that gang would, you know, they'd never see any bad or harm come to each other.
Not all skinheads and whatnot are racist. It's a small minority in a massive culture.
They lent on the gang rather than their family.
Cheers for today. It's been the best day of my life.
Come on, you are more than welcome. Hey!
The scene where he's in my car and he says, "Oh, it's been the best day of my life." That scene there, yeah, it was the best day of his life on film, but we were having the biggest argument in the car.
Tomo was tired of Mardy, I was tired of Mardy, Shimmy was tired, and we was all just like, bickering at each other. I think he was in an arcade or something, and they were just like, "Oh, do you fancy auditioning for a film?" "Yeah, alright, then how much are you going to pay me?"
You going to buy that?
Yeah, 1 sec, mate.
He's got such a natural talent. As soon as he came into the rehearsal the first time when he was auditioning, like, I looked round, he did something, like said something while he was improvising. I looked at Shane, I was like, fucking hell, that's the kid, man.
Got someone I want you to meet.
You a proper little skinhead then, yeah?
Yeah.
There's 3.5 million unemployed, and that's it. Sends us on a phony war.
Oh, I mean, Stephen pulled off a phenomenal performance without a doubt, and he did a lot of work. Like, you know, he spent so much time developing his anger. And when they did the scene where Shimmy gets beat up, it was probably one of the hardest days on set because it was just so real and emotionally difficult for all of them.
It's definitely by far the hardest scene I've ever shot. Being beaten to a pulp. I mean, I know he's not actually whacking the crap out of me, but if he throws 100 punches at me, one's gonna eventually connect, and quite a few did. At one stage, I don't know if they put that in the film, but he was kicking me in the head, and he actually did kick me in the head once.
Because Stephen worked so hard on it, and I think he panicked probably a little bit because it's such a hard message to get to people.
As much as it's acting, it's like I say, we used a lot of stuff out of our own lives, and Stephen touched on a few things in my life to get like my emotions really going inside the scene. Obviously they edited stuff like that out, so it comes together.
No one's ever took a swing at me like that. It's like looking in the mirror.
People are just looking for they're trying to look for a name for themselves. They're trying to like establish themselves, and they're not aware of who they actually are. So you're going to run with the newest, coolest thing.
Things you've said have made him want to stay.
And to Tomo in the film, Sean, that was Combo and his racist rants and his friggin' hate this and hate that. And to Tomo in the film, that's good.
Get me 100 fags and 10 cans of lager now.
There's the loud voice. Get your hands off him now!
The racism compared to 1983 and now, like I say, I'm no professional because I was born in 1983, but I think back then it was direct racism, and now it's more of like an indirect racism. It's not been erased, it's just concealed.
People who work hard are welcome with open arms in this country.
Sean, are you okay?
It's the people who think we owe them a living that need to go back.